hate your bad life. Hate your bad life, Nigerians. Nigeria will hate your bad life. Stop kidnapping. Stop human trafficking. Stop stealing. Stop armed robbery. We are sick and tired of Nigerians in Ghana. This is a peaceful walk. It's not a demonstration. But this message goes to every Nigerian and to our immigration officers at the borders. If you allow the Nigerians into the country, what are they coming to do? We know we are all equals. What is the purpose of Nigerians every blessed day coming to Ghana? What are they coming here to do? Then they are killing us. That will come, you and I. Our children cannot go out and buy something and come back. You cannot go night and go and buy your Indomie. You and I cannot close work at night and come home peacefully. Look at what they did to our mother in Nigeria High Commission. Ghana High Commission in Nigeria. High Commission in Nigeria. They kill her from his car. They kill her. Why Nigerians? Are you the only people in Ghana? Are you the only people in the world? China is chasing Nigeria. South Africa is chasing Nigeria. Uganda is chasing Nigeria. Why Nigerians? Especially the Igbos and the so-called Igbo king. This is a message to him. He should be very, very vigilant. Not to even call himself a king in this land again. Thank you. Let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this live section. Waiting they happen. Hey, Ghanaians have taken to the street again, saying that Igbo must go. This is the part 2, because initially they came out and said before that Ghana and Nigerians must go, So this is the part 2 now. They are coming out to say Nigerians must go. In fact, they are saying that the government deports all Nigerians, in Ghana, that they don't want to see them again. Now today, I want to talk about something that goes beyond just Ghana and Nigeria. It's about all of us as Africans. Ghanaians are forgetting one thing. Yes, they are forgetting one thing. I'm going to tell you guys what they are forgetting in this live session. Stay with me. I have a lot of videos, of the protests, what Ghanaians are saying. Stay with me as I have a lot to show you guys. So over the weekend, some Ghanaians took to the street of Accra. They held up signs and they marched and they even shouted, "Nigerians must go." They want Nigerians out of Ghana, blaming them for crimes, fraud, drug, and social vices. Now, they say Nigerians are a threat to safety and their way of life. Now, let's break these things down so that you guys will understand. This is not the first time Ghanaians have called for Nigerians to leave. In fact, an earlier protest was planned for July 19th, but it was cancelled because of the police didn't give security clearance. This time, they still came out. They said crime is rising, armed robbery, scams, drug, and they blamed Nigerians. So they are saying Nigerians must go. But here's the first question. Where is the evidence that all these crimes are only Nigerians? Where is the evidence that, hey, let me just show you guys the protest before I continue. Take a look at the protest. So I will continue that video, but let me come in now. So like I said, Ghanaians have called for Nigerians to leave. In fact, an earlier protest was planned for July 19th, but it was cancelled because the police didn't give security clearance. This time, they came out again. They said crime is rising, armed robbery, scams, drug, and they blamed Nigerians. But we're asking, here's the first question we're asking Ghanaians, where is the evidence that all these crimes are only Nigerians? Why do you keep choosing the easy scapegoat instead of looking at the real criminals, no matter where they come from? Now, many don't realize this. There's something that, these Ghanaians don't know. And I'm going to tell you in the comment section. I'm going to tell you, in fact, in this live section, how about the ECOWAS protocol? Have you guys forgotten that? Have you guys forgotten the ECOWAS protocol that you and Nigeria signed? Many don't realize this, that Nigeria and Ghana both signed the ECOWAS protocol, which says that West African can move freely, live and work, even trade within member states. That's the whole idea, to break down. This is what I'm telling you guys, that every Nigerian has the legal right to stay in Ghana. In fact, currently, the Nigerians are saying that they are going nowhere. They say that they are going nowhere because they have the right to leave. to work and to trade in Ghana. That was the agreement between Nigeria and Ghana. Sorry, that was the agreement. Nigeria and Ghana signed. They signed the ECOWAS protocol. Hey, I'm coming. I have a lot to tell you guys in this, because we have seen, Ghanaians coming out to the streets shouting, Nigerians are criminals, this, that, this, that, this, that. I'm going to explain, I'm going to show you guys a lot of things in this live session. So if we chase Nigerians out of Ghana today, what happens to the Ghanaians living in Nigeria? What happens to ECOWAS? Hey, do we just tear it up because we are angry? Now, we have done this before. In the 1967, in 1983 and in 1985, Nigeria turned around and deported over 2 million West Africans, mainly Ghanaians, when the oil money dried up. You remember the Ghana Must Go bag, right? That's where the name came from. But throwing each out of, to fix Ghana economy, did it fix Nigeria's economy? Did it even end corruption? Did it make politicians more honest? Because they said what happened during that Ghana Must Go, when they were saying that Nigerians were saying Ghana Must Go, is because of the illegal immigrants in Nigeria. Some illegal, and these people were Ghanaians. So what happened during that, Ghana Must Go, when Nigerians were saying Ghana Must Go, was because of the illegal immigrants in Ghana. I'm sorry, in Nigeria. People that came illegally to come and join, to look for greener pastures in Nigeria, when, the oil was still booming in Nigeria. When Ghana had economic crisis, they came to Nigeria, to find greener pastures. And then there were some illegal immigrants, which was, Ghanaians. So now, after ECOWAS came up, yes, ECOWAS came up. And then Nigeria and Ghana signed what they call, ECOWAS protocol, which says that West African can move freely, live and work, even trade within member states. So why are Ghanaians now chasing Nigeria? Nigerians are saying that they are going nowhere, that they will remain in Ghana, as a matter of fact. Now I'm coming down, just stay with me. I have a lot to tell you guys. So in case you have not seen the protest, take a look, guys. So now, like I said, if you have anything to say, drop it on the comment section. I have a lot to tell you guys. So I want to talk about something that is not just about Ghana or Nigeria. I want to talk about all of us in Africa. There are some things we don't know as an African member, or as African as Africans. Let me put it that way. There are some, because I see Ghana shouting Nigeria must go. What nonsense is this? Okay, now over the weekend, Ghanaians staged a protest in Accra, the country's capital. They came out with placards chanting Nigerians must go. Their message is that they want, immediate deportation of Nigerians from Ghana. They blame Nigerians for rising crime, insecurity, and what they see as a threat to public safety and their way of life. Now, the demonstrators said that the huge number of Nigerians living in Ghana is making things worse, and they called on the government to act immediately. But here's what is strange. The ECOWAS Treaty, the very agreement that Ghana and Nigeria signed, it allows free movement of people, goods, and services in West Africa. So legally, most Nigerians in Ghana have every right to be there. Nigerians are saying they are going nowhere. And this protest wasn't even new. Yes, there was another Nigerian Must Go demonstration planned for July 19th, but it was cancelled because the police didn't approve it. This weekend, they went ahead anyways. Now, if you're shocked by this, remember that we have seen this before. This reminds many people of what keeps happening in South Africa, the xenophobic attack. Now, at first, we called it xenophobia, fears of foreigners, but later we called it Afrophobia, the Afrophobia. Yes, when Africans turns against Africans in South Africa, and this is what is happening in Ghana right now. In South Africa, locals blame Nigerians for drug human trafficking, prostitution. They say it is Nigerians. Now, one of the major protests, apart from the Igbo, SND, but whatever in Ghana, in Ghana, they say that Nigerians are the ones, committing crime and other social vices in Ghana. They are kidnapping, they are, doing all manner of things. Now, let me now tell you guys that in South Africa, in South Africa, locals blame Nigerians for human trafficking, human trafficking, prostitution. They say it's Nigeria, but here is the irony, guys. Not long ago, South Africa's Minister of Police was removed from office because a massive drug cartel was discovered inside the police force itself. Now, senior officers, even government people, the very people who point fingers were deeply involved. These are the same South African people that said, that Nigerians are drug dealers, are this, are that. Now I'm coming to a point, guys. You understand what I'm saying? South Africa once said that Nigerians are prostitutes, they are committing crime, they sell drug, they do all manner of things. But then, here's the irony. Not long ago, South Africa's Minister of Police was removed from office because a massive drug cartel was discovered in the police force itself. Senior officers, even government people, the very people who pointed fingers at Nigerians, they were deeply involved. So here's what I'm saying. What is the proof that all the crime happening in Ghana are Nigerians? I hope you guys know that there are bad eggs. Crime exists. Yes, crime exists. Even in Nigeria, crime exists. But blaming all crimes on Nigeria is something that Nigerians won't take. Blaming all crimes on one nationality is something Nigerians would take. Hope you guys know that Ghanaians are also living in Nigeria. Have you guys forgotten the ECOWAS treaty that Ghana signed and Nigerians signed to? So every Nigerian have the right. You're asking yourself, why is your government, why is your president not even coming out to speak up? Because he knows about the ECOWAS treaty. You cannot come and put everything or start blaming all crimes on Nigerians. This is unfair. And it hides the bigger rots in the system. It hides the bigger rots in the system. In Nigeria today, there are some foreigners that commit crime in Nigeria. Yes. We cannot come out and say that all the people all the foreigners in Nigeria are criminals. And we cannot say they should go. We can't say they should go. I wonder if you guys have forgotten the ECOWAS treaty you guys signed. Let me now tell you, whether you like it or not, Nigerians are saying they're not living anywhere. And then they said that the ECOWAS treaty they signed, in fact, they said they have every right to live in Ghana because of the ECOWAS treaty they signed. You're asking yourself, why is it that your president is not acting towards this Nigerians must go? Because he knows about the ECOWAS treaty. How can Ghana say that Nigerians are all kidnappers? There are bad eggs. Even in Nigeria here, there are foreigners living in Nigeria that are bad eggs too. But we cannot come and say all the foreigners in Nigeria are kidnappers. So we can't send them out. That is just it. Remember what happened in South Africa? Remember what happened in South Africa? South Africans said that, they said that Nigerians are kidnappers, they are this. But recently, not long ago, South African Minister of Police was removed from office because he was even involved. In fact, a drug cartel was discovered inside police force itself. People that pointed fingers at Nigerians saying that they are drug dealers are the ones deeply involved. So you can see that actually crime exists. But blaming all the crimes on Nigerians is something that Nigerians will not accept. Now, let me bring this back home. Nigerians have been settling in Ghana. Nigerians have been hey, why is your president not even coming out to say? Because I've not seen him come out to say anything ever since you guys started this protest. I've not seen him come out. Now, let me bring this back home to Nigeria. Nigerians have been settling in Ghana since 1920s and 30s. One Ghana's biggest market is Mokola. Has the biggest market in Ghana. It has strong Nigerian roots. You and I know that. Nigerian traders helped it grow. This is not new. In the 1960s, Ghana Prime Minister Kofi signed the alien accomplice order, expelling thousands of immigrants, mostly Nigerians, to fix Ghana's struggling economy. Years later, Nigeria did the same. When Nigeria's oil boom turned to bust under President Shehu Shagari in the 1980s, millions of Ghanaians were expelled from Nigeria because of the illegal immigrants, which were Ghanaians. So they had to go. That was I don't know if you guys remember the Ghana must go back. That was what happened. Recently, tension in Ghana grew now, even more after Eze Chikudi was crowned as Ndibo in the king of you see this as Ndibo or whatever. I'm not in support of it, because there is no how somebody will leave his country to go to another country to start saying he wants to build kingdom. In fact, according to what happened, the SND came out and said one certain time that and he came one certain time and said that what he was doing, his plan was never to build Igbo kingdom, blah blah blah. My own is he doesn't have the if Ghana said they don't want an Igbo king or doesn't want anything called this thing, they should leave. According to what one woman said, the woman said that even in Ghana they have Nigerian community, they have Libra, they have their community here in Ghana. But trying to like point out one particular tribe and saying you want to, become the kings of this tribe, you want to build kingdom, is against Ghana laws and constitution. I agree perfectly with that, because there's no how you will leave your land and go to another land and start saying and you want to build kingdom. I don't agree with that one. So now photos and videos of his fancy palace in Accra, decorated with royal bells, went viral. Many Ghanaians were shocked. You are like, how can a foreign community have a king in our land? That is what they are saying. Now, this sparked a heated debate about culture, sovereignty, and boundaries. To calm things down, the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers in Nigeria stepped in. They announced they were abolishing the use of the title SNDibu for Igbo leaders living outside Igbo land. They replaced it with Oyendu Igbo, meaning leaders of Igbos. Why? To stop confusion and avoid disrespect of the host country. So according to this thing now, some are saying that Ghanaians are actually misunderstanding this as Igbo. Ghana, some are seeing it as, he wants to come and take over Ghana, or, he's the king of Ghana. But then, Council of Traditional Rulers steps in and then they changed it to Oyendu, meaning leader, so that it will calm the confusion and avoid disrespecting the host country. So a misunderstanding about the culture title was turned into fuel for fear and then anger. So I want to ask you, to where should Nigerians go? Nigerians are saying that they are not going anywhere. Ghana and Nigeria is one country that is deeply connected. That is one thing you guys don't know. The famous Ghanaian journalist, grew up in Nigeria, forgotten his name. Ghana's current president once lived around Kwara State in Nigeria. Thousands of Ghanaians live in Nigeria today, building businesses, raising families, and contributing to society. So what do we gain by pointing fingers at each other? What do we gain? Who really gains when African fights another African? There was this man that once said, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. What lies within us, that's Nigerians, Ghanaians, and Africans, is bigger than any artificial border the colonial masters drew. Now, one true enemy is not each other. It's the criminals who commit the crime and the corrupt leaders who protect them. It's the same system that allows bad eggs to hide behind communities. It's the legacy of colonial borders that keeps us divided when we should be united. So let me now tell you why Nigerians, during the time of Shehu Shagari, one certain time, the Ghana must go. They said that it was because of the illegal immigrants in Nigeria that came to look for, when Ghana had economic crisis, they came to Nigeria to look for greener pastures, and then there were illegal immigrants, which currently US, when Trump entered for his second term, Trump deported Nigerians that came in illegally. to Nigeria, deported all of them. So we cannot come and be saying, and let me now tell you that there are foreigners in Nigeria that actually commit crime. But we cannot come and say all the foreigners in Nigeria are, what's it called, are criminals or they are kidnappers. We can't say that. And have you guys forgotten the ECOWAS treaty that you guys and Nigeria signed? That is just it. Some Nigerians are even saying, if not for Nigerian bad governance, why would they even be in Ghana? Some Nigerians are saying so that if not for the bad governance in Nigeria, why would they be in Ghana? Let me now tell you that one true enemy is not each other. Is the criminal who commits the crimes and the corrupt leaders who protects them. Is the same system that allows bad eggs to hide behind community. Is the legacy of colonial borders that keeps us divided when we should be united. Nigeria helps Ghana economy. This is one truth that you and I know. Ghanaians also helped Nigeria's economy. We trade, we invest, we share idea, we marry, we build families. Yes, there are bad people everywhere, but crime has no nationality. Whether you like it or not, there are bad people everywhere. Crime has no nationality. Crime has no nationality. So when you hear Nigerians must go, you ask yourself, go where? We are not going anywhere. We are here as Africans to fix our problems together. We need to stop blaming each other and start holding the real criminals accountable, whether they wear police uniform, royal crowns, or political suits. We must not allow Afrophobia to destroy us from within. If we can't live together under these fake borders the West left us, then where are we really going to? Nowhere. Nigerians are not going anywhere. Ghanaians are not going anywhere. Africans are not going anywhere. Borders may divide us, but they don't, it doesn't define us. That is just it. Nigerians must go. That's a slogan some Ghanaians chanted in Accra. But what does this protest really mean? What does it really mean? Is there any need of coming out to say Nigerians? Why? In fact, it is very bad that they label everything on Nigeria. Why are they saying all Nigerians? Putting everything in one nationality, as if there are not even bad eggs in Nigeria here too. Are there not bad eggs in Nigeria? In South Africa, are there not bad eggs? In Chinese, are there not bad eggs? Why are you trying to put Ghanaians as the saints now? Why are they trying to put Ghanaians as saints, making Nigeria look like there are bad egg everywhere? Yes, there are crime, but putting it on one nationality is what we won't take at all. Is whether you believe me or not. This is the truth and nothing but the truth. That's just it. If you're talking about what happened, Nigerians sent Ghanaians, they sent them out that time. It was because of the illegal immigrants that came to Nigeria. Now, many Ghanaians are frustrated about the economy, youth employment, inflation, house costs. So the easiest people to blame are visible outsiders, Nigerians. Some local landlords prefer Nigerian tenants because they play higher, This breeds silent resentment. Now, some businesses complain that Nigerians donate certain trades, spare parts, electronics, hospitality, pushing local outsiders. But is it because of Nigerians outcompete fairly, or because local policies don't protect small businesses? So I want to talk about what somebody said here. Somebody said, Charles said, why don't you guys sit down and think? I did not want to, let me just reply this person. Why don't you guys sit down and think? Why is it that the whole world is against you? Stop your criminal characters. Now, let me now tell you something. Why Nigeria is going viral in terms of, what will I put it? Will I say criminality and all this is because of our bad leaders? Yes, the corruption going on in Nigeria. The corruption is much. That is why people like US, they are saying that Nigerians should go back to their country and fix their country. That is it. So if you're saying Nigerians to go, Nigerians are not going anywhere. Yes. Or else ECOWAS doesn't exist. Or else ECOWAS doesn't exist, because Ghana's, what about the, see, there's no need for all this fight or all this protest, putting too much energy on protesting. How about all these footballers? Because Ghana and Nigeria, they play, they play games together. So what's the need of saying, see, let me tell you, you guys know that Nigerians or Ghana cannot do without Nigerians, and Nigeria cannot do without Ghana. I don't know if you guys understand. These two African countries are so connected. Now, let me now tell you what happened in South Africa. South Africans said that Nigerians are this, they are that, there are this, there are that. There are this, there are that. They are kidnappers, they are this. Recently, not long ago, people that pointed hands at Nigerians are the ones fully involved in it. So if you're saying that Nigerians did that, don't come and put everything in one nationality. Are they truly the ones? Or are you trying to say that, people in Ghana, they are not part of the crimes happening in Ghana? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that people in Ghana are not part of the ones? Because in Ghana, you still see good Nigerians that are doing their business. In Nigeria too, you still see, people that are foreigners that are spoiling things, that are committing crime. Just like now in Nigeria, now maybe a Ghanaian did something or a South African person did something, we'll not come and say South Africans are evil, at least they should leave our country. It's not done like that. It is not done like that. It's not done like that. So there's no need coming out to chant Nigerians must go. Imagine. What about the Ghanaians living in Nigeria? Have you asked yourself, what about the Ghanaians living in Nigeria? The Ghanaians, sorry, living in Nigeria? See, if you guys want to start this African problem, it won't end well. So there's no need even starting it at first. It will not end well. What we have to do is to sit down and fix things and fix things. The truth is, starting this African wahala, it will not solve things. It only creates more tension. So, these two African countries must sit down, because already they have signed. See, have you asked yourself why your president has not come out to say anything? Even at this point, Ghanaians are now begging their president to come out and say something concerning this Nigeria must go. My God. Why are they even begging you? Why are they begging, the president of Ghana to come out? And because I saw one person, I think a Ghanaian in the protest, he was saying that, the president, when he came into office, he said he came out for the youth, that, he should come and listen to what the youth are saying. Your president should come out and say something about it now, because he knows that they signed one thing. The ECOWAS treaty. See, every Nigeria living in your country has the legal rights. So you guys if you want to chase Nigerians, go and, people should do it legally. Don't come here and be saying Nigerians must go. Every Nigeria living in your country has the legal right. And every Ghanaians living in Nigeria has the legal right too. Crimes exist everywhere. There's no place you will not see crime. There is no place you will not see crime. Even in Nigeria here, some Chinese also some Chinese actually commit crime here. Yes. So there's no place you will not see crime. Trying to put everything in one nationality is what Nigerians would not take at all. Is what Nigerians will not take. Ghana is the least country I'll be expecting for all this nonsense for. Which one is Nigerians must go? I don't understand. Ask yourself, who is the real enemy? It's not each other, it's the corrupt leaders and the broken system. You guys are supposed to be fighting the West for what they did, and Nigeria and Ghana are supposed to come together and fight the West for what they did, and you guys are saying Nigerians must go. Have you guys forgotten what you guys signed? Now, most major drug lords and internet scammers do not operate on the streets. They sit in expensive hotel behind big businesses and tribe tribe their way out. Local foreigners and criminals work together. If you only chase poor immigrants while ignoring the rich criminal mastermind, crime will not stop. It will only get smarter. Hear me very well. Drug lords and internet scammers do not operate on the streets. They sit in expensive hotels, hide behind big businesses, and bribe their way out. Local and foreign criminals work together. If you only chase poor immigrants while ignoring the rich criminal masterminds, crime will not stop. It should only get smarter. Now, I want to ask you something. When Nigerians, according to what happened, do you think if Nigerians leave your country, if do you think crime will stop? Hey, Chineke. Do you think crime will stop if Nigerians leave your country? Do you think crime will stop? When Ghanaians left Nigerians, crime increased. So coming here to say Nigerians must go, that was why the ECOWAS after the Ghana must go, ECOWAS came up and they signed an agreement between Nigeria and Ghana. So everyone living in your country has that legal right. What we want is what? Peace. Thank you. Movie hub. What we want is peace. We don't need all these things. If ECOWAS collapses, West African trade will suffer. Food will cost more. Job will dry up. Border towns will become ghost towns. If Nigerian closes borders to Nigeria and Ghana tomorrow, Ghana's exports, tomato, pineapple, a lot of them lose one of their biggest markets. Nigerians and Ghana have deeply connected pop culture, like music, movie, comedy skits. Nigerian artists sell out shows in Accra. Ghanaians DJ and producers build career in Lagos. See, the current president wants to live in Kwara State. Now, many famous Ghanaian actors, even musicians and comedians, have Nigerian fans and sponsors. Are we suddenly going to cancel all of this? Many Igbo communities abroad set up their title and leadership to help coordinate welfare, burial, contribution, conflict resolution, not to challenge the host government, but poor communication fuels. Some politicians love these foreign chiefs stories because they know they distract from unemployment, bad roads, and corruption scandal. Many Nigerians run schools. Many Nigerians, in fact, if you come to Ghana, there are some Ghanaians that own schools. They are doing well in Nigeria. When it comes to Ghanaians in Nigeria, there are so many that are doing well. And if you come to Ghana, you will see many Nigerians that are doing well too. So you coming to say that Nigerians must go is laughable. I'm telling you, it's laughable. It's laughable because you guys have forgotten what you guys signed so soon. Some people don't even know what's led. In fact, there was this video I came across. You guys actually don't understand what happened when they said Ghana must go. You guys don't understand what happened. You guys are just ignorant of the history. You guys should go down to history and read up what happened, why Nigerians said Ghana must go. Coming out to say because of crimes going on in Ghana, and you're saying Nigerians must go, doesn't make sense because there's no place you will not see crime. When you go to the UK, you will see crime. Go to Chinese, you will see crime. Go to different countries, you will see crime. Go to Europe, you will see crime. What is it, self? You cannot just come out and say because of crime, you want all Nigerians to leave your country. Go and check. This person that's telling me, I guess you know the country that started this. Can you recall what Nigerians did to us? That the Ghana must go. Do you know what led to this Ghana must go? Go and check your history. What led to this Ghana? There's even one video I came across. A Ghanaian man was even apologizing to Nigerians for this Nigerian must go protest you guys are doing. You guys should understand what happened in this Ghana must go. Go back to history and read it up. What led to this Ghana must go? And now what led to this Nigerians must go? This Nigeria must go protest is because of crimes. And is there anywhere is there any place you will not see crimes? There are actually bad eggs. Putting all the whole blame on one nationality is what will not take at all. Because you cannot tell me that it's only Nigerians that are doing those things in your country. You can't tell me. So that's it. Many Nigerians run schools, clinic, restaurants, and tech businesses in Ghana, employing Ghanaians, paying taxes. Some Nigerian businesses sponsor local events, football team, charity drives, but those stories never trend online. Ghana's first president preached African unity. He warned that until we stop seeing each other as foreigners, we will remain weak. This is meant to break down trade. The African Continental Free Trade Area is meant to break down trade barriers. How does it work if we kick each other out? Tell me. One day, your sons or daughter may have to live and work in another African country. Do you want them to be chased out too? If we keep pushing each other away, the only one who will win are the old colonial borders that and the corrupt allies who hide behind them. That is just it. In 2023 alone, West Africa recorded over 20 million intra-African migrants. Many are traders, students, teachers, nurses, and artisans. Ghana's university benefits hugely from foreign students. Ghana University benefits hugely from foreign students, especially Nigerians. They pay higher fees, helping private schools survive. Somebody said, David Van said Nigerians in the US do not do absolutely nothing for the US. They must go back home. So you're trying to say now Nigerians in US should go back to their country. So Interpol, you guys are just very, very fun. Interpol reports that transnational crime in West Africa is driven by network syndicates that not just pretty immigrants, they recruit locals too. So it's not enough to point out the street hawkers and the pepper sellers. The real kingpin hides behind legal businesses. Let me now tell you, many Nigerian churches in Ghana contribute charity works, free clinics, scholarship, food aid. See, you see, saying that Nigeria must leave Ghana is something that me and you know is not possible, because we both as African countries help each other. Nigeria help Ghana, Ghana helps Nigeria. So this is not even possible at all. What you need to do is to fix things. Nigeria and Ghana must fix things. And trying to say that, Nigerians must leave because of crime. You cannot come and be putting one crime on one nationality. It's not possible. You cannot tell me that it's only Nigeria that is committing crime. In Nigeria here, or Nigerians, in Nigeria here, you still see criminals, foreigners that are criminals. So we cannot come and say everybody in that, all the foreigners are all criminals. No, now. So Ghana youth employment rate is over 12%, under employment over 50%. Same for Nigeria. When people can't find job, they blame outsiders. One thing about people is that when people cannot find job, you come and blame Nigeria, but the real cause is bad governance, corruption, and lack of industry. Colonial borders divided the same ethnic group. So who is foreign? If your cousin lives across a line, the British Jew, is he your enemy? Somebody said, there was this woman that said, Africa is one continent, one people, one destiny. Okay, I think is a man. He warned that divided, he said, once we are divided, we are weak. United Africa could become one of the greatest force for good in the world. Thousands of small cross borders traders, especially women, survive by moving goods. Somebody said, what's chasing Nigerians from their own country? Why do they need to be reminded about going back to their country? Tell me one country that is so welcoming to the Jollof boys. What was this person saying? I don't understand what this person is saying. So somebody said, among those foreigners that are criminals in Niger, how many Ghanaians do you see? Go and check. It's not everywhere you will see criminals. It's not about Ghana. You will still see Ghanaians that are criminals in Nigeria. You will still see Ghanaians that are criminals in you cannot you will still see them. Both Chinese, the crime is everywhere. Even in that your Ghana, there are also criminals that are not Nigerians. So don't come and be putting one what's it called? One crime on one nation and saying that all of them are bad. There are a lot of the good ones in Nigeria. Have you asked yourself, what about the good Nigerians in Ghana? Yes, there are also good Ghanaians in Nigeria. What about the good Nigerians in Ghana? Are they criminals too? So because of what a bad egg did, you want to send both the good ones back. Have you guys, one thing you guys don't even talk about, people should talk about the ECOWAS treaty that Ghana and Nigeria signed, that every these two countries, the members, the citizens can move freely, trade, work, live freely. So let me now tell you, every Nigeria in Ghana, whether you like it or not, because everywhere you see criminals everywhere. Any Nigerian living in Ghana have the legal rights. They have the rights. So you don't just come out, pull out mass protest saying Nigerians should go. Oh, it's laughable. It's actually laughable. Why is your president not coming out to say anything about it? Why are you Ghanaians not begging your president to come and say something about it? Because he knows about the ECOWAS, treaty that you guys signed. Europeans don't fight each other this way. Honestly, a Germany man can live in Spain and Italy. They live in France. No border drama. They know free movement makes them stronger. Why are we doing this opposite? I'm telling you. Now, somebody said Canadians will always welcome foreigners. What we will not tolerate is rampant trouble, causing and disrespect. Crime is everywhere, but Nigerians are always always the face of criminality in foreign countries. Anyways, I will not even blame what will I put it? I'll actually blame Nigerian government. Yes, I'll actually blame Nigerian government. The corruption is too much. Now they are now seeing that Nigerians are this thing. So, okay, I want to ask you now, this person that said Ghana will always welcome foreigners. What we will not tolerate is rampant trouble, causing and disrespect. Crime is everywhere, but Nigerians are always the face of criminality to foreign countries. Now, so is the best thing throwing out all Nigerians? Tell me, is there any other? Is it that there is no any other thing to do? What about the good Nigerians in your country? How about the good Nigerians in your country? Is it the best thing? Is it cause how about the treaties that Nigeria and Ghana signed? How about the connection? You guys know that Ghana and Nigeria is one country that is connected when it comes to music, football, and what about all these things? Throwing out Nigerians, is it the best thing? So all the Nigerians, in Ghana, both the good ones, you want to throw them away. It's not the best thing. It's not the best thing. So I think you guys see what I feel. Saying that Nigeria must go is actually very laughable. So I think you guys should come up with another thing to do, not saying Nigerians must go. Come up, because everywhere there are criminals. Everywhere there are criminals. So come up. Even in your Ghana, there are Ghanaians that are also part of this crime you guys are shouting off. So don't come and put it in, don't come and put it to all Nigerians. So that is just it. So now you guys should come up with another narrative. That Nigeria must go is not a good idea at all. You want to throw out even, what about Ghanaians in Nigeria that are doing well for themselves? What about the Nigerians in Ghana that are doing well for themselves, doing businesses, living big? Because of what a set of bad eggs did, you want to still throw out the good ones? It doesn't make sense. That's why I'm even wondering. Your president has not even come out to say anything about it. You guys have actually conducted 2 protests now. You guys are even the one begging the president to come out and say something about it. So now let's continue. So I don't know if you guys have watched the protest. Just take a look at what Ghanaians are, saying. Take a look.
Hate your bad life, Nigerians. Nigerians will hate your bad life. Stop kidnapping. Stop human trafficking. Stop stealing. Stop armed robbery. We are sick and tired of Nigerians in Ghana. This is a peaceful walk. It's not a demonstration. But this message goes to every Nigerian and to our immigration officers at the borders. If you allow the Nigerians into the country, what are they coming to do? We know we are all equal. What is the purpose of Nigerians every blessed they come into Ghana? What are they coming here to do? Then they are killing us. That will come, you and I. Our children cannot go out and buy something and come back. You cannot go night and go and buy your Indomie. You and I cannot close work at night and come home peacefully. Look at what they did to our mother in Nigeria High Commission. The Ghana High Commission in Nigeria. High Commission in Nigeria. They kill her from his car. They kill her. Why Nigerians? Are you the only people in Ghana? Are you the only people in the world? China is chasing Nigeria. South Africa is chasing Nigeria. Uganda is chasing Nigeria. Why Nigerians? Especially the Igbos and the so-called Igbo king. This is a message to him. He should be very, very vigilant not to even call himself a king in this land again. Thank you. Let's go.
So now let's talk about what this person said, Michael K. I'm going to put it out on the stage so that you guys will see it for yourself. So this person said, I guess you are ignorant about this ECOWAS treaty. Trust me, most of my good Niger friends are really ashamed of the bad eggs. Who will not be ashamed? Me too, I'm ashamed. Who will not be ashamed? Because me, I actually know that, there are some Nigerians, yes, even reported in many news websites. There are some Nigerians that are, criminals in Ghana. I am aware. So everyone is ashamed of, what they are doing. But the way you guys are going about it is the problem. Is the problem. Do you think I'm in support of what, Nigerians are doing in Ghana? You guys are trying to put it in one nationality, saying that all Nigerians are bad, this, that. It is what Nigerians won't take. You guys should not just start up this thing. So the person said, I'm not for Nigeria, Nigeria must go. But this bad Nigeria attitude must stop. This is what this person said. Now, the fact that this person said, I'm actually ignorant about the ECOWAS treaty. Now, let me now tell you, because I feel you're the one that is actually ignorant. Let me now tell you that the ECOWAS treaty was signed in 1975 in Lagos, Nigeria. Nigeria hosted the launch. Ghana was one of the strongest backers because Ghana's first president was, what's that his name again? Kwame something. He, dreamed of a single borderless Africa. Now, what's this treaty all about? This treaty now means that Nigerians and Ghanaians can live in both countries, trade, you know, trade, do their business and everything. And everything in, they can trade freely. I'm actually seeing some comments here. I'm actually pushed to, reply. I'll reply that letter, but let me reply this person. Let me reply Michael. So that's what the treaty is all about. And you're asking yourself, why are they now coming to share? You guys are forgetting the treaty or what? It was signed in 1975 in Lagos. It says every Nigerian has the right. Listen, and listen very well. So coming up with this Nigeria must go is not the best thing. We should come up with another thing to do, not chasing Nigeria. That treaty they signed says every Nigerian has the right to enter Ghana freely and stay up to 90 days without a visa, as long as they don't break local laws. After that, they can get residence and work permits easily because they are ECOWAS. Now, I feel the way that Nigerians should, the Ghanaians should do this is to deport all these criminals. That's the best way, because even if you go to UK, you still see Nigeria bad X. So the best way to do this thing is to deport all these criminals that never to step their leg in Ghana soil again. I don't know if you guys are getting me. The best approach for this thing, stop. People should not come and start fueling Nigeria must go, Nigeria must go really protest. You guys should deport all these criminals in your country. Deport all. When you come to Nigeria too, so many atrocities by foreigners are happening. When they are caught, they'll be deported. In UK, the people that are committing crime, they are deported. Come up with a better strategy to deport all immigrants. That is just it. So all immigrants that are committing all this crime. And not what about the good people in Ghana? The good people that have lived for so many years, just because of what a bad egg did, or what a group of bad eggs did. You want to deport all, you want to chase all of them for what? People that have invested, they have stayed in Ghana, they have invested a lot, they have businesses, they have buildings, just like that. You want them to come back for what? Somebody said Liberians were criminals and armed robbery. Now it's Nigeria. Who is next? So that's to tell you that all this, there's no place you will not see crime. So now, somebody said the bad eggs here are more than the good eggs, the good Nigerians here. So please say something that will change them. Otherwise, that bad eggs will rather send the good ones home. Deport all, even in UK. Many Nigerians are living in UK, based there, good ones. So if you find those bad eggs, you have the right to deport them. Nobody is questioning you for deporting anyone. Deport them to come back to their country. Nigeria is one corrupt country. Nigeria is one. In fact, it's not even good for even. In fact, you can't even live in survive in Nigeria. That is why you see most of these Nigerians are all over in the country looking for greener pastures to survive. Then some are desperate; they go into crime, which is very wrong. So whenever you see, whether you're from South Africa or wherever, any country that you see Nigerians that are committing crime, deport all of them, never to step their leg on your country again. That's the best way. So you're telling me now, when you go to UK, are they not bad? Nigerians in UK, bad eggs in UK? That are scammers? Are they saying Nigerians must leave? Are they saying it that Nigerians not still living there? Why is Ghana a different thing? So that's just it. Putting everything in one nationality is what Nigerians will not take. Nobody is in support of what Nigerians are doing in your country. Yes, nobody is a support of that. But the way you guys are going about it is something that Nigerians will not take. If you see anyone, all those criminals there, deport all of them and not stop saying that you want to chase all Nigerians. What about the good ones that have lived their life, all their life in Ghana? You want to just deport them. What about the relationship that Ghana and Nigeria are having when it comes to football, trade, and other things? Do you guys know what you're doing? Do you guys know what you're doing? So you and I know that Nigeria cannot do without Ghana, and Ghana cannot do without Nigeria. It's not, let's not hide this truth. Some Nigerians are even saying that even if not for the poor governance in Nigeria, that they will not even be in Ghana. So now, when it comes to Nigerians coming to their country to fix Nigeria, is what I'm in support of. And it doesn't mean that Nigerians cannot come to Ghana or come to any other country to visit, or to it doesn't mean so. But you see, when it comes to Nigerians coming to their country to fix their country, I'm in support of that 100%, because Nigeria is a very corrupt country. Their leaders are bad and everything. That is why you see some of them are running out, leaving their country. The truth is that once they run and leave their country, things get worse. So coming back to physics is the actually best way to go about it. But you see, these things Ghanaians are doing, that they don't want to see any Nigerian in Ghana, this, that. It's not a good idea. When you go to UK, those people that committed fraud, they deport them. Nigerians are still living there. They cannot come out and say all Nigerians must leave. Let me now tell you, what Trump did then was that those illegal Nigerian immigrants that are in UK, they deported all. So if you find any in Ghana, deport all. You have the right to do that. Saying that Nigerians must go, both the good ones, is not. You guys are supposed to be saying the bad ones must be deported, and not to say all the Nigerians, living in Ghana, all of them must be deported. For what? For what? Somebody said it's just the xenophobic ideology. If Nigerians leave Ghana, there will still be more criminals. That is what they don't get. That is one idea that they don't get. Do you think if Nigeria leave Ghana now, that there will not be criminals? You guys will still start saying South Africa must leave Ghana. I'm telling you the truth. I'm just telling you guys, if Nigerians leave Ghana today, you guys will soon start blaming another nationality. All these things is not the person said, let me just show you guys. He said, it is just the xenophobic ideology. If all Nigerians leave Ghana, there will still be more criminals. When Ghana's left Nigeria, when Ghanaians, sorry, left Nigeria, in fact, corruption worsened more. Crimes worsened. So there's no need for all these things. We need to understand ourselves and fix things right. If you see any bad egg, if you see any, if you see any bad corrupt person, please deport all. One thing that happened in that 1983 was that the illegal immigrants were all, because of the illegal immigrants, all of them, they sent, that was mostly Ghanaians. According to what happened in that 1983, if you check, because currently I saw a video of a Ghanaian person actually apologizing to Nigeria, that there are some things you guys don't even know about this Ghana Must Go that happened in 1983. One of the things under the administration of Shehu Shagari, the illegal immigrants, were Ghanaians, more of Ghanaians. So they were like, Ghana must go. So in this people's case now of Nigeria must go, is because of what, a particular set of bad eggs in Nigeria did. You guys have all the rights. Please deport all of them. When you go to UK, they deport bad eggs there. They deport all. They don't use all of the fact. What Trump did, your president should deport. What Trump did when he came for the second time, he deported all illegal immigrants, both Ghanaians, so that in UK, both Liberian, many of them, Uganda, they deported all of them, illegal ones. Because it's these illegal immigrants that are committing crime. Let me now tell you, it's these illegal immigrants that are committing crime. It is them that are committing crime. They deported all of them. You will not see someone that legally came into a country that is committing crime. You will barely see someone that came to the country. You will barely see someone that came into the country legally, committing. So if you guys deport every person that is in your country that is illegal and stop. So what about the good ones in Ghana? So now, whether somebody said Trump deported good and bad people because they are illegal in that, illegal immigrants now. Yes, what we heard was that he deported illegal immigrants in UK, in US. That was what he did. There are many Nigerians that are living in US today. So that is justice. So I've come to the end of this live section. Do well to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night rest.